Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Scott Wagner, and I'm here with West Virginia State volleyball coach Shannon Gerencir. Her team is off to a good start in WVSU play with a 4-2 record. Thanks for coming on the show, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
So 1-1 last week, starting with the Shepherd game. The Shepherd game went 5 sets. You were able to pull out that victory. A close game, intense matchup here at Fleming Hall. Man, that was really a back-and-forth game. It must have been a fun game to coach.
It was. It was really fun. I say that I like the blowouts, like the 25-3s, but that's not really true. It's really fun to have a match like that and to have each set just go back and forth, except the second set. We kind of dominated the second set. But to go back and forth like that, and then the crowd was just rowdy. It was a great match for us. Yeah,
it was a good experience to be in the gym to watch that. Now, the fifth set came down to extra points. You had to end up winning 18-16, I believe, in that fifth set when you played a 15, win by 2. And you got down 6-1 early in that set. And you know 6-1 in a set to 15 is a sizable margin to overcome. You called a timeout. What's going through your mind, and what did you tell the team at that point?
5 points in rally scoring is sizable no matter what you're going to, so that was really difficult. My assistants and I had been talking about what we could possibly do to change and maybe make them get a little bit more fire. So when we called timeout, I just told them, this is the same team that you just destroyed in the second set. Settle down, go to work, do what you're supposed to do, hit your spots, do your job, and go. And then Haley Kirby and Annalise Albrecht got really fired up just from those little bits of words and kind of went a little bit crazy with that and pulled it out and really played hard.
Yeah, and timeouts play a major role in volleyball. It seems like when a team gets momentum, it's so important to stop that momentum however you can. And you did a great job in that match of turning sets around by calling a timeout when Shepherd had momentum. How important is that to utilize the timeouts in the right spots?
It's miserably hard, and it's kind of just a feeling that you kind of get when you think, maybe I can go one more and maybe they'll pull it out, and then they do, or then you know that you have to take the timeout. So it's kind of just a feeling, but you're right. I mean, you can't let a team get that much momentum that turns into a freight train that's just going to run through your team. So it's an important factor, and we only get 2, so it's difficult to figure out when to use those.
Yeah, and then on Saturday, the next night, you went up against a tough team in UPJ, fell short in that game. Just what did you think was the difference in that one?
I just honestly think that I had a team who was really ill and who were injured and who had played a 5-set match the night before is what I really think. I mean, it wasn't the same energy level. They were tired. UPJ is a good blocking team. We had a tremendous amount of hitting errors, so I think that the difference was they played a 3-set match the night before, and we played a hard-fought 5-set match.
Right. And you mentioned that you had some players sick. You had a long layoff of 11 games, 11 days without a match. Did that help or hurt your team, the long layoff?
It turned out to probably help us because of everyone being sick. We had days that Rick Ray, our trainer, wouldn't let us practice. They were that ill. And at the West Liberty match, one of the players turned her ankle, so she needed some time to recover. So for the week, I was without 6 for a while. Right. And on a team of 10, that's difficult to have practice with 4. So it turned out to be a good thing, and at the same time, it's always difficult to get back into the flow of playing against your opponent and doing the things that you need to do when you've been off that long.
Yeah, and in that Shepherd match, they shook the rust early. After that first set, really turned it on, played well, so it didn't seem to be an issue there. Now you hit a tough stretch of games here. You have UC on Wednesday night, then you have a couple other tough road games before you come back on the 24th. Tough stretch of games. What are your preparations for this road trip coming up?
This week is a really difficult week, and it's an important week for us in conference standings. The UC match usually takes care of itself. They're always good blockers. They play tough defense. And it's always a grudge match in anything that West Virginia State, University of Charleston ever competes in. So we're just working on some hitting and some blocking skill drills at practice, and still trying to get better. You can hear me, I still don't sound very good, and I don't have to play. So, and then the rest of the road, we have to go to Fairmont, and they're sitting at second in the conference. So that's going to be an important match, and they're fast, and we need to get a little bit faster. And Seton Hill is away, and they're really big. So our hitting practice is intense this week.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Good luck this week as you got the tough schedule ahead. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. The volleyball team visits rival Charleston Wednesday night, as Coach just mentioned, and play their next home game October 24th against West Virginia Wesleyan. Thanks again to Shannon Gerencir. I'm Scott Wagner. Thanks for watching the Coach's Corner.